So Cubs game.
No, I didn't watch it. I was Ubering until about an hour ago. Lost 2-1.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
It is Friday night. It is 10:30-ish. And it is time for Wrestling Talking Randomness with your boys, Hank312
That's me.
and Incidental Nerd.
That's him.
Live again from the Nerd Cave.
Hey, we're back.
It's better than ever.
Hey, man.
I mean, I can't really say that. Props to everybody that joined us for episode 100 or watched it. We got over 1,100 views.
How about it? They liked us.
They liked us. They really liked us. Much appreciated.
Preach.
So, yeah. I mean, we're back. It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a bit.
Good to see you, my friend.
See you too, man.
WTAR had a bit of a loss this week. Our OG cat, Mr. Catface, we had to put him down. So, this episode's for you, Catface.
Too squeak me, Catface. Yeah, sad news, but you unfortunately you saw it coming, right? You guys are ready for it. Well,
And we charge on.
Keep rolling on.
So,
Sorry, I'm chewing Skittles. They're
no worries.
so fruity and delicious.
Since the last time we were on,
Do you mean since we began? Go ahead. Proceed.
we had Battleground.
Yeah, I
And
watch it.
Battleground kicked off with a...
I lied, you don't watch it. I watch it.
in the kickoff, they had Ty Dillinger versus
Aiden Guerrero.
Aiden Guerrero, yes. Aiden English going over.
How about it?
I have a question for you.
Hit me with his O.
Ty Dillinger seemed to be on a pretty decent trajectory.
And then
He made it to the
Okay.
main roster.
Right.
He's been having some good matches.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's on the kickoff show of the pay-per-view, and he's taking the 1, 2, 3 against one of the lowest guys on the roster right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Is this punishment for the tweet that he put out about Maurice?
Oh yeah, that was it Dillinger who did that?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, probably. That makes sense now.
I'm
What up,
wondering,
Nick? What up, Orlando?
how's it
See
going?
you guys in here. See you guys creeping.
I'm wondering if this is the beginning of the end for Mr. Dillinger.
Oh man.
Are we gonna? I think our buddy Pack on episode 100 said, "We'll see you in AAW soon."
Ty Dillinger?
Dillinger.
What was that? No, Di Tillinger. That's what I meant.
The perfect yes.
Ah.
Hey!
Yes.
I know some Spanish.
Mucho bettero.
I learned it from our last episode.
Well, from our Spanish-speaking luchador friend.
That's right.
He had a lot to say.
You know what? I know we gave some props to the guys on the episode, but I just want to reiterate. Pack, Lou, Migs, thanks for coming out, making episode 100 a super special experience. I've watched the episode over a couple of times. It was amazing. It was hilarious. We got a lot of eyes on the product, and from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much.
For the nipple of the heart. It was a good show. I had fun with it.
Nipple of the
Nothing. That wasn't a skill stuck in my throat. It was fun. I laughed at how stupid we are. And I mean that in like the best way possible.
Absolutely.
So anyway, we had Battleground. We got off track there, which happens often. Ty took the L.
He did, and I really do think it was punishment. We talked about it on the last episode. Miz is a top guy.
For sure.
Probably within the top 5 of the company. Arguably the number 2 face of the company.
Yeah.
When it comes to media in general.
That makes sense.
And to go out there, I just think it was a really ignorant decision, and it was a poor decision because the only thing it could do is affect his career negatively. There's nothing positive that comes out of that.
Yeah, that was Like, all that'll get you is mentions on the interweb, and that's the bad mentions.
Correct. You are correct.
That is correct.
Justin, thank you for joining us.
Hello, Justin.
I'm sorry to welcome you late. I was trying to remember where the chat function was on this thing. My brain ain't working.
Story of my life.
Also, at Battleground, we have new tag champs.
New. That was a great match.
Actually, excuse me.
Oh. Pardon him. I knew this was going to happen one day.
Mm.
All I can do is now is show some. Oh.
Yes!
You can finally use it.
New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! New Day
I'm afraid of it. Oh, I was like, whoa, no, I'm not.
Just tuck that back there.
Where are you going with that?
Part of the Slam Crate, the last Slam Crate. I'm sure you watched the video when I did the unboxing.
You know I did.
I don't know. Did you see the Alexa Bliss video that was done for Slam Crate?
No.
Great video.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you guys seek it out. She kayfabed it up, went to the Slam Crate factory where they do the packing up of all the boxes.
Yeah.
And she just spent the whole time criticizing the box because it wasn't Alexa Bliss stuff. Very entertaining.
Think they're gonna do a women's box?
I mean, this last one had a boss T-shirt in it. There's almost always some female wrestler merchandise in it. They're an equal opportunity provider.
Okay. I can with that. See that. Anyway.
Justin's asking, how did we feel about Battleground overall?
The Punjabi prison.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I kind of liked the ending.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
see it coming.
I didn't. Yeah, there was. I don't know anybody who saw Great Khali coming out and helping Jinder Mahal.
No.
No,
I didn't.
No, that was something that was good job keeping it under wraps. I did not see any spoilers of that at all.
How do you keep that big man under wraps?
I have no idea.
How tall is Jinder?
He is a big man.
He is.
Look at him standing next to Khali. I'm like, holy.
Unless Khali shrunk.
Maybe.
He still looks pretty big.
Yeah.
And if you look at him with the Singh brothers, they look. I think the Singh brothers are normal sized guys, and Jinder and Khali make them look like midgets. It's ridiculous.
My boy Orlando says, and I did see him post this on Facebook. He said he canceled the WWE Network after Battleground.
Really?
He put his money, or I guess took his money out with what his mouth was. So what'll make you come back, Orlando? What'll make you?
Well, my question is, what in Battleground made you? Brought you to that decision? Was there one thing in particular? Were you just not happy with the pay-per-view overall? I mean, because I thought it was a decent pay-per-view.
He said Battleground made me grow up. Was it no longer?
Oh no!
Why? Like what didn't you like? What did you hate? What did you like? Say like, man, screw this. Give me my $9.99 back a month or $10.88. Thanks, Rom. Felix says, "Why am I watching? Why am I watching wrestling talking Cubness? We didn't plan it. I mean, at least it's wrestling related-ish.
We're still in the first place.
Cubby.
Yeah, this is a Cubby Bullet Club.
Cubby Club.
I read they brought Khali back to bring in more fans from India. Yeah, I mean there is a big push.
True.
I mean, how many? What is it?
I don't know.
What does he say?
1.3
billion. I know that.
People.
I mean, Impact. Global Force. They did their thing in India. It apparently, I think Khali's got a school there. A wrestling school.
Listen, Khali
he's teaching people. No, he's teaching people how to read.
I was gonna say, if he's teaching people how to wrestle, it'd be like me trying to teach people CrossFit. You just gotta pull yourself up. It's easy. Just do it. Just do it. Look.
Cross fit. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I had overheard. Apparently, there are a lot of ravenous wrestling fans.
Ravenous.
Yeah, in India,
For sure.
it's an untapped market,
Why wouldn't they be?
and I'm sure that Vince would like a quarter or a tenth of that 1.3 billion people to subscribe.
I think that's true.
I mean, if what I'm hearing is true, which earlier today I heard something about the possibility of they're considering moving Raw and SmackDown off of live television and onto the network.
I saw a snippet of that. I just saw the headline. I don't buy it. I see that as a leverage play.
Well, I think that's a bad move.
100%. Strange Life, what up, buddy? I see you here.
What's going on, Strange Life? So, we were talking about Battleground. Did we get a response
Yeah.
as to why he canceled?
Yeah, well, Phoenix says Battleground was solid pay-per-view. Whatever.
All right.
I get you. And Orlando says bad booking and the Punjabi prison match, you could barely see any action. Which I've seen a lot of people that have seen the front row couldn't see shit, or just in general.
I was at the Punjabi prison match, Batista versus Khali.
Oh yeah.
And I was in the rafters, dude. It was like
Is
one
that
of the
Chicago?
first. Yeah, it was in
Oh, wait,
Chicago.
okay.
I was in the rafters, like way up. Was like one of my first shows, and which goes to show as a kid I didn't get to go any shows. Well, I took my daughter when she was little. I thought it was a cool match, but maybe my perspective is I could actually see
Right.
what was going on.
Kind of like the Skittle. We can see what's going on inside. But we see right here. You don't know what that is.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here, but this is intern's Hulk Bowl.
Strange Life would like to apologize for being late. It's okay.
Hey, no worries,
It's not
brother.
gonna happen again.
Hey, man,
You know we're taking attendance.
we work around you. Like,
Yeah.
we're here for you, buddy.
Showtime's not here. Somehow.
Hey, it was Showtime's birthday yesterday.
Oh, Showtime.
Just saying.
What a guy.
I wish him a happy birthday. I don't know if you did.
Oh, no, I've slacked at wishing my happy birthdays on Facebook. So everybody on Facebook who I've missed the past week, happy birthday. Orlando also says the KO.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, don't ever apologize for that sweet song. KO AJ Styles ending didn't feel authentic.
Oh,
Look, it was hard to watch.
I was gonna get to that. I didn't feel like that was a planned ending. That pin
I heard people
was
say that.
really strange.
Yeah,
There should have been more to that.
yeah.
I mean, I looked over at Instagram. I was like, really? Because that was a good match that had a bad ending.
Right.
I mean, so we're talking about, I don't know how long they went. I think they maybe 10, 12 minutes or so.
Okay.
I mean, it's KO and AJ, two of the top guys right now in wrestling, and then you give them a finish where AJ basically leans back and gets pinned by KO, and it looked bad. It was not good.
They're better than that.
Yeah, they are better than
You
that.
think
Yeah.
that's why he got the belt back already?
I don't understand why the back and forth.
I think the reason for that is, because I was thinking about it, like, why would they keep doing that? It kind of makes you need to tune in, because if there's a championship match, like, a title could change hands.
Sure.
Because before it, I would have never thought it was going to change at the Madison Square Garden.
Right.
I mean, but the Garden's a Garden, right?
Right.
But then also on TV, how often do titles change on plain TV?
Not that often.
Not very often. And when they do, it's like, oh, holy crap.
Well-
like when Sasha beat Charlotte,
Right.
and then AJ.
Well, I mean, we were talking about in the pre-show fist fight. We didn't even know Jericho was making his return. That's the kind of thing you expect that they save for a pay-per-view for a huge fucking pop,
Right.
and it just got it on SmackDown.
Or you think they would have advertised that? Because I'm sure people would have tuned in, I guess they want their ratings or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, if I would have been like, oh, hell yeah, this is must-see TV.
Right.
I got to hear him play all the hits. People call me an idiot, make the list.
You know what happens?
Nothing happens.
I think he had kind of forgotten about
I
like
go home and cry.
because the way he was doing that with AJ, he was just like, "What's my line?"
Line, damn it.
So we jumped ahead a little bit.
Oh,
We had a Corbin Naka match, which was hard hitting.
I don't remember the match.
There's really not much to remember. The only... And I want to talk about Nakamura. I've got a lot of Nakamura thoughts this evening.
Excellent.
But I'm getting tired of the Corbin Naka thing. Because Corbin's not going to go over clean. Because I don't think they want Naka to take a loss.
Right.
Except for this coming week, which is what I'm getting at next. But it's not doing anything for anybody, the Corbin Naka. It doesn't do anything.
It's just a placeholder for them. It's just literally status quo for them.
You got a guy who is a former Gold Gloves champion. That's what they say about Corbin.
Right.
And a former MMA fighter, a legit MMA fighter. So they're hard-hitting matches.
Right.
They're not bad, but they're just blah. There's nothing. Naka needs a better opponent. Which brings me to my next thought about Nakamura. Which is, why the fuck have you preserved Nakamura's singles, his win-loss record? He's undefeated as a singles performer, just to have him. He's gonna lose to Cena on Tuesday. You say Naka over Cena, Corbin interferes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a triple threat.
Nakamura wins by disqualification.
Naka wins by disqualification because Corbin attacks him.
Yes.
I don't like it.
And then Jinder attacks Cena. And for the next 2 weeks, we have Cena Nakamura versus Jinder and Corbin tag team matches. Playa.
Ugh.
Holla, holla.
Ugh. Okay.
Hey, Cody in the house.
This made me feel dirty.
What up, buddy?
Cody, hope you happy belated, brother.
Happy belated. I just had to remind this guy it was your birthday yesterday.
You son of a bitch.
Strange Night says, knock on the main roster like a neutral dog. Sad but true. Showtime, man, we're just chilling.
Can we send him back down to the minors?
Macking hoes and politicking. I did hear, although, that they're going to consider sending guys down back to NXT.
Is that right?
Kind of like jumpstart, just in general, it's going to be part of the storylines or whatever, just help them restart.
Like they did with Emma?
Yeah, kind of.
Because Emma, I mean, that was a public thing. They sent her back down.
That poor girl. She's so good in the ring, but they just don't care for her.
No, they do not.
But,
they don't.
That's all interns got to say about that.
intern with the hard-hitting... Why, yada. But yeah, I mean, hey, she got TV time this week. But we'll jump there eventually, right? Let's...
Oh, man. But, I mean, that does bring us to the women's elimination match from Battleground.
Nia Jax had a great showing, huh? Am I right? Or am I... No?
No.
When did you ever...
Tamina was in that one. No, Nia Jax had a great showing when they had the gauntlet match to find out.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
She had a really good...
Yeah, that was.
Disregard.
That was really good, actually. That was... I actually kind of felt bad for her that Sasha came out last and defeated her.
Yeah.
Because that was she did look good. And I'm buying into the Nia thing a little bit more recently. Like, I'm enjoying her work.
Yeah.
I think she's a legit badass. And actually, speaking of Nia, that match that she had with Emma, that freaking flip she did.
Oh, dude. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That was amazing.
Flippy shit.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Orlando says he'd like Bobby Roode on Raw. I don't want anyone else to come up. There's too many people on the main roster right now. Look what they have Finn Balor doing. Finn Balor's a bona fide superstar.
I have thoughts.
He's messing around with the Vegabunda.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And he busted him open.
Elias.
No, he's the Vegabunda.
Elias.
He's Eli.
They're dropping the Samson. They just want him to be Elias now.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
really scammed over wrestling this week.
You saw that? You saw that the post on Twitter? He busted him open good.
Oh, legit.
Like I was trying to tell intern, like he was, like Elias should be nowhere near Finn Balor if he's gonna do something like that to him.
Yeah, why would you?
And I'm not saying Finn Balor is
Jeff
fragile, because I don't think he is, but why take the chance with somebody who could be a top guy?
More than anything, it was a headshot. It was an unprotected headshot. They're not supposed to do those anymore.
Ridiculous.
Unless Finn didn't get his hands up, or if Finn was just like, screw it, mate, I'm gonna take it to the head.
Like
Just
that
like-
guy in NXT that keeps busting people open. Skinny guy, bald, black shorts.
Oni Lorcan.
I was about to say, Oli?
Yeah.
Sounds like Oni.
Justin said it's bullshit what they're doing with Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Although, look, Finn versus Bray. I like Bray and I like Finn.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they give us something that we'll like. Because Bray, the last several feuds that he's had have fallen flat. Like, I mean, I did not care about him and Seth.
Mm-mm.
I didn't really care about him and Randy. The last thing that excited me was when Bray won the title.
Would you say that lately for Bray Wyatt you've had Cero, Caros?
This guy going back to the greatest hits. Yes, I would say Zero Keros.
Just making sure.
So we were talking about the women's elimination match,
Yeah.
which Nia Jax was not in, but you racist. I think you might have been talking about Tamina.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen them at the same place together at the same time?
I have.
Just asking for a friend.
It was a family reunion.
Yeah, Showtime was asking. I read Facebook, okay? Showtime was saying he thought they were the same person.
Oh, okay. Tamina is hot garbage, by the way. I hear she's a lovely person.
I'm sure she is incredible.
As an in-ring performer, she is hot garbage.
But she's not great.
Even using her father's move,
You should stop that.
it sucks.
Yeah. Like, Sasha, she stopped doing the frog splash.
Yeah.
That was a horrible frog
Agreed.
splash this week.
It was not a very good frog splash.
No.
But not a but, and I don't like the Tamina Lana stuff either.
No, it makes no sense.
It doesn't. Thank you.
Is it a
Turn.
Beauty and the Beast kind of crap?
Kind
Is
of.
that what they're trying to
It's
do?
like the beauty and the muscle, beauty and the brawn. Finn is gonna start wearing Hawaiian shirts and weird hats.
Mhm.
Did you hear what happened to Braun Strowman?
Simple with Angle, and I don't know how much I believe that.
I mean, it's a great story
I
though.
didn't hear nothing. What?
Apparently,
I didn't hear nothing.
Braun was out with some of the guys, and they were in the same place as Global Force was the same town.
Right.
And Karen Jarrett went up to Braun. Now, this is all hearsay. She went up to Braun Strowman, and he didn't know who she was. And do you know who she is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking, because a lot of people don't. And she introduced herself. No, she didn't introduce herself. She asked for an autograph for her son, who was a big fan.
Hmm.
And basically, he told her to get out of his face. And at that point, she straight snapped on him, told him who she was, and then the way the story goes, she said she was going to tell her ex-husband, who is the father of her son, Kurt Angle, what he did, and Braun started to plead with her not to,
Like on his knees, supposedly.
and supposedly got down on his hands and knees to apologize.
Hmm.
I don't know how true that is, but it still makes for a funny story.
I ain't buying it.
Yeah. Why would he snap at her in the first place? Unless you...
Maybe he's a dick.
Is he? Is he?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't get that impression.
I mean, obviously
Yeah.
we don't know him personally, but like in the videos we've seen of him before, like at least I've seen before, like he's pretty lighthearted. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty nerdy.
He was on the Stone Cold podcast. He seemed like a pretty laid back guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Like, you could tell from his personality when they had that video that leaked or whatever. It was him and Bray Wyatt driving the car and they were singing Sasha's theme music.
I didn't see that.
No?
I have to check that out.
Yeah, I mean, you hear Braun in the background just singing it. It's just, they're both laughing at how dumb they are.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Braun keeps kayfabe alive. Yeah, he does. The man is committed to his work.
So once again, we've digressed from the women's elimination match, I should say.
That Nia Jax is not in.
The Nia Jax was not in.
Keep up, guys.
So Becky taps out both Tamina and Lana.
So,
Becky had a strong showing.
Yeah.
And Becky is becoming the little engine that could
I love
kind of
Becky.
character where it's like she's putting on great matches. She's a fireball, but she's just
Straight fire.
not getting there.
I hope they don't keep her in that role,
I really hope so too.
Isn't that Bailey's role?
pretty much.
Oh, Bailey just
Was-
won. Well, Bailey just won that match against Sasha
But I'm saying in NXT, that's kind of how she was.
until she won the title.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do with Sasha?
Bad guy.
I mean,
Heel.
I don't know anybody who doesn't think that there's a turn coming.
I hope so, man. She's better as a heel. I like her better as a heel.
I agree.
I was introduced to the character
The boss.
as a
The
heel.
boss.
Ratchet?
When we started watching NXT, when we started watching NXT, it was right in the middle of the Sasha Becky feud,
Oh, okay.
which once again never paid off for Becky Lynch. She
Ever.
was never the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh, she wasn't.
No, because Sasha dropped it to Bayley.
Send her down. What up, fish? Are you enjoying your beers?
Beers.
He has a buddy who just Glenn could post. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? And I mean, Glenn deserves it, but he can post something like I call black up, something like that. Glenn can post like it's a beautiful day, and his buddy Bill would be like, "Oh, too bad the White Sox suck. Enjoy sucking the rest of your life." And the Cubs this, the Cubs that. No, a Cubs fan. It's hilarious. Like now at this point, like anytime Glenn posts anything, I'm following along just to see this guy have a heart attack.
Justin agreed. Becky did deserve to win the NXT title. There's
Before Paige.
before Paige.
Well, you know, Paige soiled it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes, I was making a sexual reference.
You sick fuck. You sick fuck. Speaking of women's wrestling,
We're all over the place.
we are all
I
over the
love
place, and
It's my
it's
kind of madness.
AAW. Did you see the belt?
I did.
It's beautiful. AAW is doing I think it's 12 women, 12 women tournament to
Yep.
decide the very first AAW Women's Champion. I don't even know who's in the announcements are supposed to be forthcoming. It starts actually
In
next Saturday in LaSalle.
In LaSalle, yeah.
Yeah.
They announced one match, Havoc versus I don't remember the girl's name, unfortunately, but I think Havoc has a really good shot of winning it.
So we have
The whole
a
thing?
Havoc, Callahan.
How cute!
Speaking of,
Oh.
I know you don't watch Impact,
Nope.
but Ohio is for Killers is now OVE in GFW. Though they're making their debut in the coming weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Dave and Jake?
Yes, sir.
What's that? OVE?
OVE. I don't know what it stands for.
Ohio versus everybody, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I was kind of hoping that they had Callahan with them because I had heard a spoiler that like they were coming. I was like, oh.
Hey, they need a daddy. If I don't know. I'm a big fan of Dave. I haven't seen much of Jake, but I really like Dave's work.
They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're enjoyable. Yeah.
But
intern really likes Dave too.
But most of the time, like his wrestling is really good, and when he's with his brother, they're okay. They're pretty good matches.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's with Callahan and he's on the side of the ring doing all that, I love
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah,
what I like.
The
him for.
character, he's a great heel. He's
Yeah.
a very
That's
good
what I
heel.
like
And
about him.
not even that I know him like personally, but I've had a few conversations with him, and he just seems like a really like
Super
cool,
nice guy.
super nice
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Grateful to be there. Like
Yeah.
Before shows comes out, shakes hands.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very cool.
if he recognizes you, he'll be the first to say what's up. Like I mean, A good guy. A good guy. I would have given him my W towel.
These
But
good guys. These good
he tried
guys.
to take my W towel, and I think he wanted to use it for the angle or whatever. I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, you're
Like-
like, you're not soiling the cup. I remember that.
I was like, hell no, man.
Yeah,
Give it to me.
Because the Cubs had just won the World
Cubs
Series.
just won. Those Indians are from Ohio, so I took I was in his face, and he's like, let me get it, let me get it. I was like, oh.
Back up on this shit, man.
Try heat another way, man.
So anyway, this brings me. Are we gonna cover this elimination match? Natalia wins.
Yes, that's right, she did.
Natty wins. What a surprise!
I'm all for it.
I mean, very cool for her.
I was excited. I love Natty. Maybe the rumors are true that she's being forced into retirement or going to be hanging up soon.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that.
What was? Wow, for my peripheral vision, thought that was a deer head for a second. I was like, what the hell?
It's a new decoration in here.
I had read like some link saying that WWE was gonna start getting rid of some of the female talents,
That's funny.
Why? They don't even have
I heard
enough.
the opposite.
including since they have so many new females coming in, gonna get rid of some of the ones that they don't use, being Emma, Natalia, maybe getting her to retire, Alicia Fox.
Well, Alicia and Natty are the oldest, right?
Yeah,
I think Alicia is
the longest
oldest.
tenured, and I think the dumbest one, Renee Young.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
I
Why?
think she's really good.
I think she's phenomenal. I love everything Renee Young does.
Rebbe Young. Rebbe Young. Rebbe Young.
Yeah.
Renee goes, we right.
When Ruby wins, it rights. No, but so I don't remember why we started talking about this, but that's what I had read. But I don't know how much stock I put into it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Especially since now she's on Raw and SmackDown.
And I've also, yeah, exactly. I think that was the move because they canceled her two shows.
Talking smack.
They canceled Talking Smack and they canceled canceled. Hey, listen, that's the highbrow way. They canceled it.
Did you? I don't. You guys never really watched a lot of Talking Smack, but it was a great show. I mean, it had awesome spots. I mean, I always talk about
Well, I watched it after Battleground, and Kevin Owens made it uncomfortable again.
Oh, it's the best. I love when he does it. I hope Renee Young and Kevin Owens get like a buddy comedy.
Feud forever.
For real. Like, it's the best. He treats her like trash, and she just responds so perfectly. But anyway, after Tuesday, SmackDown, Daniel Bryan and Renee Young went rogue and hosted Smacking Talk on the Tout app.
Oh,
And they legit had like a 4 or 5 minute like episode of Smacking Talk.
Okay,
It was funny.
that is funny.
It was really funny. Their guest at the time was Chad Gable.
Oh, Daniel's son.
Yes. Yes. And I may be confusing them. I don't know if they did it on Smacking Talk or on SmackDown, but Daniel was like, "Well, Chad, I have news for you," and he gives him a piece of paper that says, "I'm your father." Was that on SmackDown?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so he goes, "I'm your father," and Gable's like, No, you're not. You're like 5 years older than me. Stop that. And Brian was like, I was a very fertile 5-year-old. He's like, no. And so they talked about, we haven't even touched the topic yet, of Jordan and Angle, but
We'll get there.
Jingle.
But speaking of Mr. Danielson,
Jangle and James.
Jingle.
I hear that Mrs. Danielson she's in training to make her return, which runs counter to what you're saying that they want to get rid of some people.
Why? Why?
I don't know. You know what? I'm not a wrestler. I don't understand it, but you hear a lot of guys and gals that it's in them, and it's hard to give up.
I understand that, but so both of them are gonna be gone, and who's raising that kid?
Oh, she's gonna strap the baby onto her back and wrestle with the baby on her back.
Baby mode.
Strange Knife says he wants to go into a Natty's fart dungeon.
Ew. I don't.
I like it.
No.
I like his style.
She probably eats a lot of cheese and that'll be good.
Oh,
Just
Why would she eat a lot of cheese?
It's just how
Why do you
she
take it
looks
there?
like she eats a lot of cheese.
What if she drinks a lot of wine?
Cheese and wine.
She's got wine farts.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know where that came from.
You know-
Sorry.
Since we're all over the place today, anyways,
We're calling it a show.
we talked about Mr. Catface earlier in the show. I don't want to
Yes.
bring it down. But I know Stone Cold is a big fan of ours.
Yeah.
And Hershey the Wonder Dog, Stone Cold's puppy, passed away this week.
Oh.
So
Was
you
it
know, I
actually a
tweeted.
puppy?
He's an old.
He was old. Okay.
She was
An old
she was an
puppy.
old girl.
Oh.
So Stone Cold condolences.
Rest
Sorry
in
about
peace
your.
to all the furry animals of the wrestling family kingdom.
That's right.
May ye keep selling out bones and walking them dry.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Just in peace, though, guys.
Here you go.
Cool.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh wait. Scratch and sniff?
oh, jeez.
Anyway.
So under the
See?
the umbrella of what the hell are they doing with this guy?
Oh, perfect.
I got another one for you.
Hit me with it, though.
What the hell are they doing with Sami Zayn?
Sammy Wow Wow.
Oh my God, it's awful. It's awful that he's got to be feuding with Mr. Maria Kanellis.
Yeah, it's. I gotta hit this real quick. Strange Life sends his condolences. Rest in peace to the fourth WTA member.
Thank you.
Intern through the. She wasn't crying. She was yawning. So
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
At least he didn't lose to Kanellis. Because I saw that going the other way. I thought he was gonna lose to Bennett.
Was it a good match?
No.
I think I don't.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's
Whose
bad.
idea was this? It's
Probably Maria's.
But
It's really bad.
yeah, I mean, Sami Zayn's doing his thing. Has Ziggler done anything recently?
Actually, we haven't seen Ziggler in a few weeks.
more than a few
Has
weeks.
he made it to Japan?
See, breaking ground at the G1 tournament? You never know.
It's possible. I completely skipped over the greatest match of that night.
Uh-oh.
The Cena Rusev flag
Oh,
match.
God.
The only thing I saw about the Cena Rusev flag match, I don't know what I was doing Sunday that I missed the pay-per-view. Or I stuck on pay-per-view. Anyway, because I literally saw like this post on Facebook and said, everything you need to know about Battleground in 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
What's the kind of thing I like? And then
Save me some time.
yeah. So you see Cena flexing in the ring, Rusev yelling. Rusev has him in the accolade, and Rusev's about to put his flag in, then all of a sudden, Cena with that one hand stops the flag. I was just like, vintage Cena right there. Super Cena boy.
I mentioned to intern during that match, though. The only thing I came out of it was, growing up, I was taught you don't let the flag touch the ground.
I thought the same thing, and I'm not even as patriotic as most people.
Both flags touch the ground, and I was like, are they gonna get heat on that?
That's
And I
several
haven't
times that's
seen-
happened already.
I haven't seen any heat on it.
Me either.
Maybe it's just me.
No, I feel you because I remember who they got heat when what was it? Big Show ripped down the Russian flag or something like that.
You're
Right,
right.
Instagram?
No, I think you're right.
Instagram?
They had the banner that he
Yes,
ripped down, and there was heat
exactly.
for that.
Right, and I've seen now at least twice that Cena let the flag hit the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Both
know
the-
back in my flag bearing days,
Both the American flag and the Bulgarian flag hit
not
the
supposed
ground.
to touch the ground.
Justin over here has got some hot news for us.
Oh, hot chowder.
He said Ziggler went back to assemble the Spirit Squad.
Was it?
Nikki!
Was it Kenny and Mikey that have been attacking the Fashion Files?
It's been all three of them.
It's not the Main Street Posse.
I don't know.
Oh no!
I think they're gonna come back as a team. I think who's been attacking them is Harper and Rowan. They need to do something.
Yeah,
Especially Harper. Dude, the guy was getting so hot.
he was. I don't know what that.
And then all of a
did he-
sudden,
was it injury or is it just
no,
gone?
he's good. He's just
They just dropped it. How weird.
It's like a kid who's got his favorite action figures. And he's got all these cool action figures, but he's got his favorites that he just wants to play with those. So like, there's just the other ones. You go over to his house, you're like, oh, are you gonna play with this? No, fuck that. So like, that's
Well,
literally
this
what
one's
it's like.
really cool. No, but look at
This
this
is,
one.
it's like, this is the best one. This is the one with the kung fu grip. Nah, fuck that guy.
Trey Day says, "Yep, my pops was in the army, and we would always say that."
That's my understanding. Well, one of the things we were talking about, talking smack,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite things that KO did, and it was actually one of two homages to the Bullet Club, was I'm the elite. Wink, wink.
Mhm.
I was like, yes!
I like that.
Especially if you know your history, where KO and was it Adam Cole and the Bucks were, I can't remember the name of the stable, but they had a stable in ROH. Were they the Dicks?
No,
I can't remember. But they had the four of them had a stable.
I don't remember.
Somebody help me
Mount
out here.
Rushmore, weren't they?
Was it Mount Rushmore?
I thought so.
That doesn't sound familiar to me. But it could be.
I could Google it.
Oh, intern doing intern things.
Ooh, baby, be careful before you start jumping it. You should put the glass on and everything. To the internet. Jericho returned this week. Dad bod and all.
Damn it, I gotta cross this one now.
Oh, did I know?
Yeah, he did not look like he was in ring shape.
Well, he was, but
Well, yeah, I mean, he's
he looked a little.
he's
I
Jericho.
mean, listen, he's still in better shape than me, right?
Oh.
So
Forget about it.
forget about it. Forget it. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it was fun to see him. It was unexpected. That's always a nice thing. What do you make of this freaking Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's son thing?
Horrible.
How long can they really make that last?
What's the payoff? Well, actually, I read the payoff.
Okay, I didn't. Angle gets in trouble for giving his son a push,
Yep, pretty much.
and he's got to pay the price.
Pretty
Lose
much.
his job.
I mean, that's pretty much nailed it. So, Jordan's next opponent is scheduled to be The Miz.
Oh,
Miz Jordan, SummerSlam. Jordan wins the IC title because putting the title on new talent has always worked right away like that. And then The Miz, it turns into a Miz versus Angle thing where Miz
okay.
is like, you just gave him because it's your son, and I'm assuming that brings Triple H and stuff back.
Like the Miz makes the call.
Yes.
I need you guys.
I need you. I need you back, Mom and Dad.
I need you back.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah, see, that's what I thought they were called.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's a short. Strange Life says that with a question mark.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess where that leads to. My favorite thing of all of that was, did you see the Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan, Family Guy matchup? Oh, I gotta find it for you just on GP alone, my man. I gotta find it for you.
So we had been talking about the Balor Elias thing.
Yes.
So the second Bullet Club reference this week came on SmackDown as Corey uttered the phrase, "For Balor tonight, revenge is too sweet." Too sweet, me, bro.
Too sweet, you man. Come on.
Justin agreed. The whole Kurt Jordan thing is pretty lame.
Yeah. It really is.
I mean, it's not as lame as Hornswoggle being Vince's son.
Does nobody remember this? Why does nobody remember?
Anybody?
Remember when they're gonna make it out to be JBL?
Actually, I thought that the original story was Mr. Kennedy was supposed to be, and then he got hit.
That's what it is.
He got hit with the drug suspension.
Mr. Kennedy.
Kennedy. That's Mr. Anderson for you indie people.
There you go.
Hey,
You gotta look it up. Gotta look it up. My Black Son. It's funny. It's awesome.
the thoughts and opinions of Hank 312 are not the thoughts and opinions of Wrestling Talk and Randomness, except they totally are. And if you think that that video is racist, well, then you probably shouldn't be watching this show.
I thought that was hilarious. We didn't invent it. So one thing I didn't invent.
Justin would like to know, how do we feel about the Fatal 4-Way? Does Brock lose?
Real quick, I definitely want to talk about that. But just Strange Eye says, Vince just randomly said, give Angle a colored son.
And those are probably the exact words.
Give him a colored.
Well done, Straight Slice.
Jordan-
Well done.
Jordan stole Gable's paperwork about being Angle's son and
Oh,
changed them
jeez.
to him. God. The Fatal 4-Way. I couldn't be happier that it's a Fatal 4-Way. I love everything they're doing with Samoa Joe at the moment. All about that.
Does Mig's prediction come true? Does Strowman walk out champion?
Possible.
Because apparently Brock is thinking about going back to UFC.
That's what they say. I don't know how true that is, though.
Honestly, look, Brock does what Brock does. I understand that he sells tickets for some people. Not a draw for me. I've never been a Brock guy.
Joey Samoa.
I think the best part of Brock is Paul Heyman.
No doubt.
If Brock being off the roster means Paul Heyman is off the roster, well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't like a part-time guy being champion. I
Yeah.
never have.
I get that.
So I think he needs to drop the belt, and I wouldn't mind if he goes away for a long time, or forever. I wouldn't. It wouldn't really bother me.
You're not gonna be back for WrestleMania season. Like he'll have to be.
Honestly, in that Fatal 4-Way, my preference would be Samoa Joe.
Same. No doubt.
But I really don't think that they would do that.
Maybe. I mean, could it be something as simple as Roman or Braun take each other out, and Joe kind of slides in there and steals the pin?
I mean, I'm okay with that.
No,
I'm okay with that
100%.
finish.
Please give me that finish. I'm all in on that.
Yes, sir.
Sold on it. So that's that.
So those are our thoughts there. We once again this week got an Enzo and Cass match, which literally we've now had the same match 3 times.
This is Enzo and Cass. This is me. Over it.
Oh!
Over it.
And I feel like we're trudging to Big Show versus Big Cass at SummerSlam.
Battle of the Bigs.
And let me tell you something, to borrow something from your repertoire,
Ooh.
I have 0 caros about a Big Cass Big Show rivalry.
Nailed it. Yeah, I don't care about that. Is there going to be a payoff for Enzo? Does he get one in? Or is he just going to keep getting beat up?
I have no idea what they're doing with that at all. What's the point?
No, I mean, why break him up? They could have faked an injury with Enzo. Have him come back, I don't know, Royal Rumble to get some cheap pop. You know? He still gets eliminated, but still. I'm saying.
No, I hear you. Rocket, thanks for joining the chat. He says John Jones will kick Brock Lesnar's ass.
Very possible.
I don't know of John Jones. I think that might be the Martian Manhunter's actual name, isn't it? John Jones. Other than that, I don't follow MMA. Does he have a fight this weekend?
Yep. Tomorrow versus Daniel Cormier.
Remember that time when I said I didn't follow MMA? I lied. Yeah, Jones. He's kind of got a kind of a what's the word I'm looking for here?
Troubled past.
Troubled past. Thank you.
Where to?
Still an undefeated fighter.
Yeah.
One loss. I think he's got one loss.
I don't think so.
I think he's got one loss. Maybe. Justin says that at this point it feels pointless for the Enzo and Cass storyline, which I absolutely agree. I don't follow the MMA. The only MMA fights that I've watched were the last Brock match, last Brock fight, and CM Punk. Oof.
Rest in peace, Brock.
I saw something today.
No.
That it was a little tough. I mean, I answered within 30 seconds, in my head, but the question was, would you rather see CM Punk return or Daniel Bryan come out of retirement?
Ooh. I'm going Daniel Bryan out of retirement.
Ooh!
Because it means he's healthy.
Oh, man, but CM Punk returning.
But CM Punk is back. Screw a human's health.
Daniel is healthy, man.
He's gonna die. Lou would be very happy with that.
Oh, God.
Lou tells me at least once a day, I wish Daniel Bryan was dead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he has some sort of disdain for Daniel Bryan.
But he says it in Spanish, right?
Oh, obviously.
Okay.
You would think Daniel Bryan owes him $10. Or maybe he just doesn't like that Daniel Bryan's out there owing people money. Well,
Rocket says, CM Punk, what a jobber. I can kick his skinny fat ass.
Paul, is that you?
Wait a minute. Rocket is H?
Rockets is H. Speaking of his age, what do they do with the fashion files? They're the best thing on SmackDown sometimes. But, like, the Ascension tried to come out like, it was us. Like, no, it wasn't.
No, you guys were at the Eddie Money concert. No way, we like heavy metal.
That was like the best thing Ascension's ever done on the main roster.
No, without a doubt. No, absolutely. And you know
shit.
what? Like, Stone Cold has a saying. It's making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
That's what they're doing.
Breezango, that's what they've done with this. Really, really, man, I get Zero Queros before, man. Seriously, for both of them.
I agree.
They're both really bad gimmicks.
I started off not caring at all, but now I'm in it. I'm into
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So, okay. I mean, I could do without the disguises and in-ring switch.
Yeah, that's a little bothersome, but the skits that they do, let's face it, Joe Man says hi from Chicago.
Hey.
Hi back to you.
Joe Man from Chicago, what up?
Vince has always been very firm in this is sports entertainment. And the Breezango stuff fits in the category of entertainment.
100%.
And it's entertaining, so, I mean, I give them 2 thumbs up for
And
what
they
they're doing.
happen to wrestle.
And you know what? The thing, too, is that they're both talented wrestlers, but they have these gimmicks that their characters, I don't know, it's like they're being handcuffed by their gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
In the ring, I mean.
Super saddled.
Without a doubt.
In the ring. I just wanted to let it be awkward silence for a second. Go ahead. I gotta
Breathe it in, man.
Go. I was at wrestling last week, freelance versus CCW.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Good show, great show. I'd say really good show.
Any talent?
Yeah, a bunch of talent is all over the place. Talented guys.
Any bays of the week?
I mean, my original bay of the week. Well, not Noelle Foley, but Kylie Ray was there. She was part of the Fatal 4-Way. There's a Peck got a new bay. She goes by the East Coast Barbie.
East Coast
The
Barbie.
East Coast. I think her name was like Maria Mannix or something like that. But
Excuse me. Hi, Danielle.
hi Danielle.
Oh no!
Boogie boogie.
It's that brown guy.
I like that guy. Danielle, I'm sorry. Can we be friends?
We're friends.
Oh.
Last time I talked to her, she said that you're funny, but you scare her. Is what she said.
Scare myself too.
It's kind of what everybody feels about you, so it's okay.
Yes, I want to say big props to your guys' 100th episode. It was awesome. Sure, hat gates. I had fun. What are you talking about? There was no wardrobe
The
changes.
dress was blue and white.
It was definitely white and black, gold. Yeah, hi Danielle.
Hey, she said hi, Henry.
Oh, lies. Maybe one day.
Lies.
Why are you lying to me? Anyway.
Why you always lie? I'm sorry.
No.
Bailey and Sasha happened. That was a good match.
It wasn't like their classics, but it was good.
No, it was a really good match.
Yeah.
Although you brought up that she should stop doing the frog splash.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think do it in practice until you can do it right, and then absolutely do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with that. Do it, practice, and then bring it back again.
Give us a little of this.
Once it's ready. Yeah, but I mean, why is Sasha doing other than Eddie's her favorite wrestler?
Isn't that enough?
Just paying tribute?
Why does Bailey do an elbow drop? Because she likes Macho Man.
Because
Because Fringe.
she's the fringe rhymes with elbow. No, it doesn't. Maybe I don't even know what shit I was gonna try to throw at you there. Oh, because she's a fan favorite. She's a friend of the people. She drops an elbow. People's elbow.
The Rock.
The Rock. Minerals.
Everything goes back to The Rock.
Everything is rocky. So there are women on Twitch. I'm logging out on Facebook right now. Wait, there's a woman.
Danielle said you're fine on the television.
Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate you, Danielle.
As long as you ain't in her house, you're fine.
I scared her one time by mistake. It wasn't my fault. Joel didn't prep her. Joel didn't let her know I was coming over.
There's a large brown man that's going to come into our home. That's all you need to do.
No. Daddy, I'm scared. Me too, honey. Me too.
So we had KO versus AJ versus Y2J.
What a good match.
It was. It was a very, very good match.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the dad bod that you referred to, Jericho, I mean, he's always going to bring it.
Bailey did it. She did it for The Rock. Classic.
And I was okay with the finish. The only other thing I was thinking of is, like, they're trying to, with the back and forth of the belt, is, like, trying, because who has, is it Ric Flair had it 6 times?
Oh, no.
Who's got the record? Because it seems like WWE
Jericho holds a record.
for U.S. title? No, because
Oh.
Jericho, when he won
He's
the
been
U.S.
the
title,
IC.
that was the first time. Yeah, he's a 9-time IC champion.
Lex Luger?
It is Lex Luger,
No.
actually. I'm almost positive it is. Intern?
To the internet. Good.
Most
Mhm.
U.S. title reigns. But I'm wondering if they're trying to get, since they love breaking records lately.
Breaking Bad. Oh.
So another uncomfortable silence. No, Henry likes that.
I'm looking it up. What figure skating? What? Oh, probably help if I freaking spelled the words and not look like I stroked out in the middle of them.
Jeez.
Most.
Anybody?
Lex Luger holds a record for the longest reign, with his third reign
so
lasting until 523 days, while Dean Ambrose holds the longest reign for WWE Banner, 351. Damn, Daniel. Anywho. What else we got?
What do we got? Well, Nakamura beat Corbin clean this week.
Hey, Nakamura got over, huh? Good
How
guy.
freaking time.
Good guy, Naka. Good guy.
Yeah. Once again, just restate it. I hate Cena versus Nakamura.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna. It's not gonna be great.
That's awesome. That's good. I like that. So good. I love it.
So good.
It's not gonna be
Samoa
great.
Joe!
I gotta go. Samoa Joe.
NXT.
I haven't watched in like 2 weeks or a while.
Well, let me prime you. NXT Brooklyn.
Yeah.
NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Number 3.
Número 3.
Your main event is Drew McIntyre
Okay.
versus Bobby Roode.
Okay.
You've got a women's championship match. Asuka versus Ember Moon.
Is that where Asuka finally loses it?
I don't think so.
No? Damn.
And my personal belief that we are going to have Hideo Itami versus Kazuchika Ono, which we had this week, but Hideo went a little too far.
What did he do?
He did a lot of things.
Like?
He
Did he hit
There
Chris
was
here
a-
on the giblets?
he did.
Oh, low blows.
He hit him in the giblets. He also gave him 2 go to sleeps in the ring and another one right onto the stairs on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, hero up, huh? Or Ono up?
Oh yeah,
Get him.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Justin wants to know: does Cena break Ric Flair's record at SummerSlam?
Oh, at SummerSlam?
At SummerSlam.
I was gonna say absolutely, but then you hit me with that at SummerSlam.
Does he break it at the SummerSlam?
I guess no, I don't think so.
Well, let's answer a different question.
Go ahead.
Does Jinder Mahal walk out of SmackDown? Does Jinder Mahal walk out of SummerSlam as the WWE champion?
Yes.
Woo! Don't hinder Jinder, baby.
The Mahal of Fame, baby. I'm in it.
Did anybody come up with a good name for the stable?
Nothing not racist.
Nothing not racist.
No, it was all
Oh, like the donut holes and that kind of stuff.
the come again, guys.
Oh, that's
Terrible.
awful. The Apu's.
The Apu emoji movie. Well, listen, I think we gotta put a pin in this because I'm starting to nod.
All right. Well, you know what? The last note that I
Oh
had
yes, hit me with it.
was Shawn Michaels has been working as a producer behind the scenes at
Okay.
NXT live shows lately,
Oh yeah. Well,
which is pretty cool.
we knew that was coming though, right?
Well, we knew that he was going to be working with talent, but it was my understanding that he was going to be running the finishing class.
Okay.
And I don't know if he's started to do that, but running stuff behind the scenes, that's pretty cool.
No doubt.
He's got a great mind for the business, and I think the people down in NXT have a lot to learn from him. So that's pretty awesome.
Shout out Michael Hickenbottom. Sean's real name.
I know.
I invented Sean's real name.
He's such a stud.
Denim. Denim.
No! All
Denim.
right, bro.
Yeah,
You getting a little tired?
I'm very tired.
Just too squeaky, bro.
I palate. Whoa,
Oh!
I missed the whole.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That was the sloppiest too squeaky ever.
we gotta lube up next time.
So, guys,
I'll be better next week. Well,
No,
I
he
won't.
won't.
No, I won't be here next week.
Mr. Chive over here has some chivenings that are happening next week.
Got to have things to do on Channel
So he won't be in town. We won't be on the air. I know it's been like every other week lately, but we'll get back to our schedule as soon as we can. So until then, it'll be 2 weeks. Episode 102 will be coming right at you from the Nerd Cave because we are wrestling talking randomness, and that right there, that is Hank 312,
That's me.
and I am Incidental Nerd,
Them.
and we've had a great time talking wrestling with you tonight, and we're gonna do it again soon.
Stay black. Peace.
Peace, toodles.
Toodles.